Welcome everybody to FaceitTV. I'm DDK, joined by James once again.
Hello.
And you look a lot better than last night, James.
I was in bad shape last night.
You were, you were definitely
to be quite honest.
It's all good. We have it's a short night tonight. We've only got 3 matches. Yesterday we had an extra one. It's a bit of shuffling around there. But today we're going to kick it off very slow. We've got Virtus.pro versus Epsilon on cash. Lots of cash games in the future and in the past. Actually, we've seen a lot of cash lately, which is something I'm a fan of. Let's check out the rankings actually and see how things are progressing with the league thus far, the FACEIT League, and of course we've seen many results so far, and to be honest, we haven't seen anything all too surprising just yet, would you say?
Yeah, you can see NIP have played an extra game. They have some kind of sponsor event today, so they've had an extra game. They played a game they should play today, yesterday. So everyone's got a game in hand over NIP at the moment. They are on 12 points, maximum 12, 4 out of 4 wins they've got, which is good for them. Fnatic Virtus.pro, LDLC are also going to be hot on their heels, looking to pick up their W today. We've got some big matches coming up today.
James, this tournament is going to be so tight. It's very hard to really predict how the placements are going to go. I mean, we've got so many awesome teams. Definitely, I got to say the highlight of tonight, which is going to be the last match, is probably going to be, for most people, LDLC facing off against Titan. And on cash as well. So that's probably the most hyped match of tonight. But we do have Dignitas as the second game of tonight, who are going to be playing against Fnatic. And that's going to be a full Dignitas lineup. You know, recently they haven't played with their usual contenders there.
AZ was missing yesterday.
And before Fetish as well. So
yeah.
Finally, we get to see their full lineup. But I heard that Fetish was put in like a 14-hour workday or something, so he might be a little bit tired. But at least the drill instructor's there, drill sergeant's there. So
that grind, that daily grind.
He knows it well. All right, so we can see the betting odds for this match, and of course, as one would expect, Virtus.pro, especially not just because it's Virtus.pro, but also because it's cash. And Epsilon, they looked a little bit shaky yesterday against Titan on cash, and of course, so these odds are quite reasonable, I would say.
I think Titan. I think if Epsilon start on the CT side, they may be able to get some more rounds under the belt here than we saw yesterday. So I think we've only seen one side of the picture so far of what they may be capable of on cash. So if they start on the CT side on this match, then maybe maybe it'll be closer than we think. So still all to play for here, despite the heavily favoured odds. But although That's Epsilon, but Virtus.pro, we've seen time and time again. While they lost to Fnatic yesterday on this map, they are very, very strong. Yeah,
definitely. And got to mention as well, as you can see below on the screen there, on the lower third, we do have community nights running all the time. As usual, every week, and there's even one going on now from 7 CET to 2 CET for you Europeans. If you want to get in on the action there, top 10 placements win, or rather the people who accrue the most points, the top 10 point earners from today. And you just have to grind pugs. That's how you earn the points. We'll win skins and awesome prizes, Logitech gear and FACEIT Premium, stuff like that. But there is a special one, a very, very special prize, and that is the VIP package, James. So.
Yeah, the VIP package will give you flights and hotel to our LAN finals in Milan in October. So there's going to be one for Europe to win and also one for America to win as well. So look out for those coming up on the FACEIT website. There's also going to be a qualifier for DreamHack Stockholm. We have one invitation to give away to the person who wins a European qualifier on Sunday. So if you want to get your team out to DreamHack Stockholm, then have a look at FACEIT.com and you'll find the tournament there for Sunday, and you can enter that. It's free to enter. And again, the winner will be invited as the 8th team to DreamHack Stockholm later on in September.
And you know what, James? I actually really want to do the quick little recap of yesterday. I know we have an awesome video prepared, but I'm not sure, do we have the time?
I think we're going to do it after the first match.
All right, we'll do it after the first match. We've got an awesome top 5. Yesterday, there was so many cool little moments. I mean, of course, we had a lot of games yesterday. It's not just that we had 5 games for Europe. We had basically 6 games because there was the Hellraisers match against Dignitas, which was
triple overtime.
Yeah, like 30 rounds basically of game. No, sorry, 60 rounds.
Well, it was 58 rounds. 58 rounds.
There you go. Many rounds, basically 2 matches.
Do you know how many kills that match had?
No.
432 kills.
Really? No way.
432 kills in one best of 1.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, if you want to see the heat map from that, which it looks like a nuclear explosion, have a look at the FACEIT Facebook, which I think is FACEIT Community. And we've put a heat map on there so you can see that. It's pretty insane. It was a really, really crazy match. I think people really appreciated it. They were hungry for the VODs, which are available on all the normal websites now. So have a look at that after the stream if you're interested in catching up on yesterday's action.
Yeah, definitely. And if you guys can hear any like party music coming through the mics, which could be possible, there's a massive street party going on. So that's just what's happening.
Yesterday we had a guy at midnight blowing a trumpet outside, and today we've got DJs, we've got models.
Yeah, it's pretty hot action out there.
Can't complain.
I'm getting in the party mood, but it's Counter-Strike time. It's serious business. Can't get distracted by models and DJs.
You look distracted, DDK.
I look conflicted.
You look distracted.
I'm very distracted. They're playing some pretty good music, though.
What kind of? I don't even know what you call this music. It's like wub step or something.
There is this. They've been playing like house, and there's some electro, just like some mix of genres as well.
Yeah.
Some party vibes coming from the outside. But I'm sure we should be underway with the game soon. We'll have to ask production for an update on to how many players we've got on the server right now. And, so we've got 9 people on the server then. So James, how many kills is Scream going to get this time?
Well, I think it's not so much about how many kills is Scream going to get, but it's how far away are his team going to be from him? Are they going to be able to keep up? Because if they can, I mean, we saw in the last game that it was basically Scream just carrying as hard as he could for his team, and the rest of the team were just really far behind, just kind of like in his dust and weren't really getting the frags. They need to step up to the plate here. Especially against Virtus.pro, they're one of the most dangerous teams on any map, but especially Cash. Cash is like their thug playground where they're all hanging around by the swings with like big jumpers on, taking people's sweets and panda pops away from them. So,
oh no.
Yeah, they're really going to have to step it up if they want to be in with even a fighting chance in this map.
I mean, what I noticed mostly from Epsilon's game on Cash yesterday was that it seemed like most of their game was oriented around picking. And they didn't have, let's say, at least in that match, they didn't show us the individual firepower to actually deal with Titan. Which, I mean, that's quite understandable. Titan has some really sick aimers. So
one thing worth pointing out though is I believe that once the initial change of teams happened, Titan were practicing really, really hard straight off the bat. I believe in LDLC's first match they hadn't even played as a team before, which is pretty crazy.
Yep.
I don't know what the situation is with Epsilon, but maybe they just need more time to gel as a team to work out how they play with each other, because it is all new and shiny at the moment for them.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that no one knows exactly how the motivation lies within the team. It'd be great to see an interview come out from those guys to kind of really just set in stone. Okay, how do they actually feel about this team? What do they personally feel like is the future for this team? What kind of preparation and what goals do they have, short term and long term, for this team? Because of course there is this thing that we've got Titan and LDLC. These are the lineups that were created. Then you got loads of players who jumped out of the lineups that kind of got squeezed out, and they create the team. And so it's like a bit of a weird situation. So how motivated, how strong is the motivation? Does it drive them harder, or is it a bit of a struggle here? Are they trying to find their feet still? It's quite an interesting dynamic, but I really would love to see Epsilon grind it out and just prove everybody wrong, because I know a lot of people are counting them out right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So the proof is in the pudding, as they say. So
do they really, James?
We'll see what they do.
Who says that?
English people.
All right.
Yeah, proof is in the pudding.
I'm English. I think so. Yeah. Is that basically saying when you eat the pudding, it's good or not, or explain this to me.
I don't know.
I'm acting as the maybe because when you have these English phrases and stuff, it's not as easy to understand for everybody. So I'm just totally acting.
I don't even know where that comes from actually, but I'm going to find out during the next break, and I'm going to come back to you on that. But I believe we're going live with the knife round in about 30 seconds, so we're just going to have to kind of...
We can just sit here for 30 seconds, just stare you guys down.
We could just look at the camera in complete silence for 20 seconds. We could do it.
Yeah, we could do a quick 30-second doodle competition, and then whoever gets the best doodle, and the viewers can decide, and they can win skins. What about that?
Out of you and I.
Yeah.
I don't even have a pen.
Well, then I guess I win.
What kind of competition is this?
You had a pen yesterday, so where did it go?
Look,
irresponsible.
When I left this place this morning, I had no idea what side was up or down or anything. So who knows where that pen is now? I have no idea. Probably gave it to someone else, threw it at someone in the street. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that's Cash. And as far as the knife run goes, basic. I mean, I wouldn't want to say basic theory about it, but just generally speaking, we are seeing a much heavier result on the CT side lately. So
yeah,
teams are definitely favouring it.
It is the slightly favoured side, and I think when you we saw a lot of teams with 2 AWPs yesterday, and I think when you have that set up, it makes the CT side, sorry, even stronger, even possibly broken. Because I mean, really, we saw powerhouses on the CT side, and I do think that this is, it's important for Epsilon that they get the CT side here to give them more of an opportunity to show what they can do, or at least I would like to see them. But it looks like they're going to end up on the T side because Virtus.pro, oh, it's a 2-on-2 actually.
Yeah, I mean, the CT side is going to be a huge boost. I mean, like you said, if you get to the situation where in reality you're just like, oh, well, we ended up on the T side and we just lost like 13-2, and all of a sudden we have to play our CT side with immense amounts of pressure. That's like such a different mindset. It's just so different. Obviously, that's a very basic thing, Counter-Strike. It's been something that's permeated throughout every single different version of Counter-Strike with, each incarnation of Train and Nuke, basically. Either way, we are going to go live. Virtus.pro and Epsilon. Virtus.pro start CT, so kind of a worst-case scenario now right at the start for Epsilon. But let's see what they can do to try and get a good start here with their pistol round. Looks like they're going to go for a quick B play. And there you go. TaZ going to throw GMX down right there, and they are getting their way onto the site, but still, we do have lots of good angles being taken by Virtus.pro players. Snax and Pasha also chiming in on the fraggies. Bomb does go down, though. That's a really good work there from Epsilon. So that's okay. They got the bomb down, only one eco, then they can buy it, and it's fine. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, let's see what happens in the next round. If they can get any frags, take any weapons off these guys. Might see a famous buy here from Virtus.pro, otherwise they might just go straight for the M4s. None of them died in that round, so it's interesting to see. I think some of the players who bought armor will be able to just upgrade their helmets without having to buy again, due to not getting tagged. And we do see 2 FAMASs from the CT side and 3 M4s, one of which being a silenced one from Byali. One of the kings of the silenced M4, I think, at this point. Oh yeah,
big difference we saw from the American teams is that they actually have, they prefer M4A4s, generally speaking. We see Virtus.pro pick up a lot on this map, more than some other maps, so they actually choose their weapon loadout depending on what map it is, which is really cool to see. And of course we're going to see Epsilon trying to bum rush mid here and see what they can actually get done, but not too much. Pretty good deflection here overall from Virtus.pro. Some nice angles being taken, even surviving on 1 point of health. Pasha, you crazy.
No fear.
You crazy person, you.
No fear whatsoever. So we are going to see the first buy round here from Epsilon after planting the bomb in round 1. So we'll see what they can do with this. SF not buying yet. Okay, has gone for the FAMAS. I mean AK, sorry. They're not even on the CT side.
In it, James. Well, okay, let's. I mean, right now they are looking to do a delayed take on mid, but they got Pasha really, really close. So they're waiting for that smoke to dissipate. Pasha very, very cautious below the boost spot. This could be very problematic. And in fact, he's going to drop GMX straight away as he falls from the boost spot. Also, Uzzziii, who's focusing on other areas. Pasha getting so much damage done. And that big distraction that he provided gave his teammate Snax time to also take down some Epsilon players. So now it's just 2 of them left, FXGO and SF. And Virtus.pro are going to be suffocating them. You can see them wrapping around them slowly here. TaZ going to drop SF. And FXGO going to get taken down as well. So this mid play not going quite their way. A distinct lack of nades and a very slow pace, giving Virtus.pro all the position they wanted. Not really contesting it very early on.
Vintage Virtus.pro there. Pasha pushing up all the way to the T side of mid. And they came out 1 by 1. 2 of them got taken up by Pasha, who basically created 2 1v1s for himself as they kind of, one guy came out, then the second guy pushed the smoke after his teammate died, and he was pushing on his own as well. So that's unfortunate. But it looks like Uzzziii might be having some problems here in the 3rd round, so we might have a short delay.
Enjoying the music from outside, James. That's not really how I dance.
Hey man, if you want to do that, as long as it's on this half of the table.
I don't know if they can actually hear it though, because sometimes it's like it like seems like it's quite loud, but other times not so much.
Yeah, well these are expensive microphones, DDK.
I know they're pretty sensitive and awesome.
So who knows?
They're very low profile too.
Yeah, but I mean the problem we saw from Epsilon there was one guy's in mid on his own, he dies. The second guy goes to mid on his own, he dies, and he didn't seem to. I don't know if he was aware of which teammate died, but I think he was looking at vent when Pasha killed him after Pasha killed the guy on the boost. So So that was a bit peculiar, but
So it's like when you're pushing it, you have to be careful of that player that's close. And Virtus.pro do that fairly often. They do like to have that presence on mid, right? So usually the very standard thing you're thinking about is, okay, when we're going out into mid, we have to pop flash close. And there's like quite a few ways you can do that. You can throw the underhanded flash, or you can kind of throw it from over red. You know, have someone flash first over the red as you're going in close. I mean, there's lots of different ways to do it, but there we didn't really see that they were very cognizant of anyone even close to them. I mean, Pasha getting pretty much a free kill, the guy on the boost focusing on mid, and the way that it usually works is you use grenades to help you understand where to look. So, for example, if you have, let's say, a position smoked off, then obviously don't have to worry about it. If you have a Molotov, because we see this often from top teams, go into the vents, don't have to worry about looking there because that's dealt with it. If you pop flash it, then you can quickly check, see there's a blind CT there with the guys that are close, and then you don't have to worry about it. But it felt like there was a bit too many things to worry about there for Epsilon, didn't it?
Well, I wonder how much time they have at the moment to study the team's plays on certain maps, considering they're a new team and they also have to create their own strats as well and kind of practice together and get the hang of things. So it might be a lot of load on the plate for the time being. But I think we are going to go to a quick break here while we wait for Team Epsilon to resolve Uzzzii's issues here. So we shall be back very shortly.
Hey guys, we're back, and it's time to continue the match. We have Epsilon Virtus.pro. They've sorted out their stuff, and it's time to get underway. We left it off with 3-0 in favor of Virtus.pro, and Epsilon having gotten the bomb down on the first round, losing the eco afterwards, just lost their buy round. So now they're on another eco. That's how it's going. So we're going to jump straight in. So here we go in the game, and they are setting up here. Just so
you guys know, Uzzziii has his internet has exploded, so he's been replaced by what apparently is the old coach of Titan. So we have PM taking his place there. We'll see what happens here. So Neo gets the first frag of the round, passes on 2 HP somehow. So he's playing at the moment, he's playing mid, still contesting at the moment with his contraband howl. And the screen is going to be the last man standing for this. And it's 4-0 Virtus.pro, so I think we're going to see another buy here from the Epsilon team. Have some more money in the bank than the first buy round, so maybe they'll get some more grenades.
Indeed. All right, so we have ourselves Virtus.pro with a pretty decent start. It's the second buy round now for Epsilon. What is FXO going to do here with his spawn? Let's have a look and check out FXO and see where he's at. There he is. So it looks like he's just going to boost a friend up on the red. In fact, he's going to get boosted here. And usually this would indicate, some defensive posturing. Waiting for some aggression from Virtus.pro. They know that they've been playing close to their side of mid. Oh, great.
Scream,
classic scream. Classic scream right there, tapping away at the head. And that's really, really nice now for Epsilon. They can just kind of wait a little time, wait for the grenades to go away. And in fact, SF's going to find himself a pick. So playing on the opportunities here are Epsilon. And they've punched a hole in, going to go for this B split play. The vent play doesn't go so well though, but they are going to try to force their way in at this point. All converging in B storage. Virtus.pro can feel the B rush coming. They do have someone in A main who can flank around, but he's very far away at this point. TaZ with the first point of contact around the corner here. FXO scoping around, going to find himself a shot on TaZ straight in the face, dropping him. And Snax and byali left alive against the 4 players who do remain for Epsilon. It's looking good so far. APM going to get the bomb down. It looks pretty good now for Epsilon.
That's almost his head.
They're going to make his way through the vents there for a quick pick, but it's going to be really difficult with 3 players left. And he's going to decide to just back off here. Of course, it's pretty early days, so going to go for these exit kills, try to keep some pressure on the economy whilst keeping good position to keep himself alive. There's actually a player just hiding behind. It's FXO. Great round from FXO, in fact, and from Scream. In fact, all the players, I think, of Epsilon chiming in very well with SF also going to pick up Scream. Pretty nice.
Yeah, slow play there from Epsilon, and worked out for them. FXO hold on to his AWP, and Pasha does upgrade to the AWP now. They still had a FAMS in that previous round versus Pro, so now they've gone for the full buy after losing their first round of this match. So got Pasha taking up position in mid here, and FXO will be just taking it a little bit slower with his AWP for the time being.
So smoking up mid there. You can see Pasha trying to take control of that. Got a good shot to take down FXO. He's trying to put on some shenanigans from the boost spot. And generally speaking, right now, Epsilon have to try and figure out now where to combine their efforts. They've already given up 1 player. And Pasha going to find another challenge there from PM. Looks like they want to keep going for these picks. And now they're 3 men to the 5 of Virtus.pro. Who are holding a very, very close line of defense on mid, actually. Neo and Pasha. Pasha in an awesome position there. And Epsilon looking for their pick. They just need this 1 frag. They've been looking for the picks all round right now. It's not gone their way at all. And look at this. Virtus.pro are incredibly ready for this. This SF, though, great damage with the fire. Going to take out byali. TaZ falls as well to Scream. And they're going to be in an even situation now. But the clock is running out. There's 30 seconds left now for them to make a move. They do. Scream does catch another kill right there. Scream's just putting in sick work. Another kill from Scream in mid. He's just absolutely dominating mid all by himself. And now he could be looking to get that 4 kill. Neo is there in A main. There's no time for Scream though, and the bomb is so far away. Oh, this is so gutting there for Epsilon. What a crazy round though, James. I mean, the picks weren't working, and then Scream decides, all right, I'm just going to go mid alone.
Yeah, Epsilon seem to be doing very, very slow, deliberate pushes towards bomb sites. But by the time they push them, most of the CTs are in position to defend. You saw that Molotov on A main, which stopped them from going there. And some indecision, you saw GMX going backwards and forwards there when the CT pushed A main and took him out. So Epsilon, it's not going terribly great for them at the moment. I don't know, I mean, again, they're allowing the CTs basically to position themselves to defend as necessary, and it's not really very favourable for them at the moment. Now we've got FXO with an AWP, and the rest of them are pretty much on an eco here. So that AWP, of course, saved from the previous round. So we'll see if he can do anything with it.
Again, looking for picks here on mid. They're really at a loss for options here. FXO's got to come out with a frag. He finds it on Pasha, and this is going to allow them to get some options. That's not really a gun that's very easily accessible. It has huge risks if they do try to go for it. They're not going to want to do that. So instead, they're looking for these little aggressions here. FXO might find another one. There's a player very close there on the left, but he cannot know that. FXO just holding the angle, and really a lot is on him as his teammates slowly push up mid. Perhaps a drop into vent rooms would be quite strong right now.
This is like a Virtus.pro death charge, but really slow. Look, they just completely surrounded these guys. Look at that. Look, this is all about to fall down.
Great turnaround there from FXO to get the trade. SF rather gets TaZ down as well, so it's a 1 and 2. So the round went from very unwinnable to a very doable situation for SF, but 30 seconds left on the clock. Cannot win his 1-on-1 against Byali, which will mean another round for Virtus.pro. But these rounds are hard laboured.
Yeah, it's a slower pace from what we saw yesterday in the various games of Cash. You know, they were faster and hit harder than we're seeing here. And it's 6-1 to Virtus.pro. Again, it is a CT map, and we've seen what the CT sides can do here. But once again, this is a similar situation to where we found Epsilon yesterday, where they started off on the T side. All the CT sides who started off at least, and Fnatic on the second half of their match started off really well and really piled the rounds, and Epsilon weren't able to get things going when they started on the CT side in the second half of their match yesterday, and it looks like at the moment things are going the same way.
Yeah, and you know what, Virtus.pro don't have a lot of nades left at this point in the round, just a couple Molotovs and some flashes and stuff. That should be more than enough, but notably there's no smokes left, and burning those all at a very early point in the round. Pasha looking for something through that smoke. He can feel that perhaps some kind of push is going to be coming onto mid from Epsilon, but just not yet. Not yet.
They've got 3 players just hanging out around the boost spot at the moment, and I don't know if they're setting up for a play. Scream's holding a flash here for mid, but no one seems to be pushing into mid or taking A main if they're looking for a split here. So, wondering what they.
If I had to make a guess, I'd say a B split. Basically, that would be my guess, as they can take mid really delayed. But it looks like they might just go for the A split up short. And we did see them do this a lot yesterday. I'm not a massive fan personally, but let's see how it works out against Virtus.pro. Titan had a good setup to deal with it. Virtus.pro gonna suffer this strategy now coming in from FX, gonna take down Pasha. Looks like they are destroying the defense here on A, just very, very well executed this time around. They're looking a lot hotter today than yesterday, and Virtus.pro definitely have to be wary for these A split plays. TaZ gonna come up short here. 4 players left to deal with. Let's see if TaZ can pick off one. Snax from the truck here, looking for one as well. Looks like he's going to find SF. Still quite a lot of players left. 3 on the side of Epsilon. Going to take down TaZ, and it's just Snax left against 3. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's not going to get it. And yeah, so that's interesting. We saw that come out a lot from Epsilon yesterday, that A split, short and main. So I wonder how much we'll see it. I mean, it did work here against Virtus.pro, very slow take on to mid into that. So I wonder how much they're going to do that in this game against Virtus.
Interestingly, it's Epsilon's second round win of the game. It's forced Virtus.pro onto an eco after winning 6 rounds. But yeah, it was an interesting, nice methodical play there towards the end of the round. But I mean, if it goes wrong and they don't spot a CT somewhere, they had 20 seconds remaining as they were, getting onto the bomb site there, which leaves a small margin for error when you've got to get the bomb down before it hits 0. But that is the second round here, and we'll see if they can pick up a third as they go up against the CZ Deagle P250 eco of Virtus.pro.
And GMX kind of in the flusher position there, alone over at B storage. He does actually get a kill too, so that's really, really nice. And they are actually with 2 players on the B side, so in fact SF is going to help out GMX as well. They're going to get more frags here on B before they get taken down. It looks like Epsilon were already on the rotation after getting those picks towards B, so This is going to be quite an interesting round now. Bomb actually alone in B storage. Bam! Byali going to take down SF with the Deagle, the Juan Deagle. And Snax does find himself with an AK now. This is very dangerous. You don't want an AK on Snax. Does only take down PM though, but this is a lot of damage coming out from Virtus.pro considering they just had pistols.
That was a great bait on the B bomb site where his teammate didn't peek from the corner and baited GMX into running onto the site to try and kill the guy on site and then got shot in the back. So that was, really good play from Virtus.pro here. They've caused massive economical damage there on that eco round. So again, just really strong tactics coming out from them, even with limited weaponry.
All right, so we're going to see ourselves another open FX show. He's been very good at opening up rounds for Virtus.pro for Epsilon. I do wonder where he's going to do it.
The CTs. Neo and Pasha have no money in the bank whatsoever. They've got 2 smoke grenades, each one of which has been used, and no helmets, which won't matter much apart from the SF is carrying a Galil, and that will pop them with only 1 shot to the head due to the lack of helmets. But yeah, the CTs running low on grenades and so on here, so they won't be able to kind of delay the plays from Epsilon as much as they would like to.
Yeah, this is a spot where we're seeing Virtus.pro. Look at this heavy convergence around the mid area here. 4 players very close to mid support, and it looks like GMX is going to find himself a kill and get himself onto that the A side of the map there with SF behind Squeaky Door. The bomb is dropped in B storage there. Something to bear in mind now as FXO is going to pick that one up. Looks like they want to go together towards A. They have a man in Squeaky. Making their way through A main at this point, and the play should be executed very soon. Neo's in a great position here. Neo is very, very important position. He's got to get a couple kills to really make this work. If they take him out quickly, it's going to all go wrong for them. GMX can open up with 1 kill. Neo gets 1. Snax gets 1. GMX to get the return very quickly, and it's going trade for trade. But finally, Epsilon find their edge. They have a 1-man lead. They've got the bomb down, and FXO is still alive at the, with that AWP. He's going to try to make his way to main, and bam! Straight in the face. TaZ goes down. And I think TaZ has received more than 1 AWP bullet from the face this this match from FXO.
Yeah, that's going to sting in the morning. And Pasha and FXO, both the AWPers, top scoring on both of their teams at the moment. So AWP is showing their importance on this map with the long ranges in mid and other places. And again, we're going to find Virtus.pro on an eco, and Epsilon are catching up now. And this is really good because they're getting a lot of rounds in. They've got 40% of the round so far, which means that they're going to give themselves more of a fighting chance on the CT side. So this should be another round for Epsilon, making it 6-5. They have got a frag on Pasha to start, and they haven't dropped anybody yet. So as long as they be careful and watch out for the baits from Virtus.pro, then this should be their round. Only Byali remaining now. He's going to be peeking mid, see if he can get any damage in there. Going up against 3 Epsilon players. Nobody down yet. Scream on 21 HP at the moment.
So the thing that's really interesting, right, if we're going to compare Epsilon from today on Cash and Epsilon from yesterday on Cash. Yesterday they played Titan, and Titan had a very, very different setup to Virtus.pro. And we had Titan running the AWP alone on B, AWP alone on A, and with 3 players very, very active on mid with the rifles. And this really hurt Epsilon's picking style, but right now Epsilon are really finding some good picks against Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro going to shut down Scream, PM, and also GMX there as they try to make their way through. And looks like all across the board we're seeing all the duels won by Virtus.pro. FX alone here, going to take down TaZ. He's really been on point so far today, which is great to see, looking for the next shot here to keep himself alive. But Snax will finish him off, and it's a 7-5 scoreline so far. So things aren't looking the best in the world for Epsilon, but they are doing a great job so far.
That was a really good adjustment there by Virtus.pro as well, because once again they were in a tight situation where they only had a smoke grenade each and nothing else. They put 3 people into mid to take it over straight away, played a very, very aggressive game, got really fast picks, which was really well done. They do pick up another AWP from FXO's Cadaver, which is now in the hands of Pasha. FXO does have the money, however, to buy his own AWP, so going to be 1 on each side. But again, it was a good adjustment from Virtus.pro to bring more aggression when they needed to, when they were financially unstable. But this round is not going their way for the time being. It's a 4-on-3 now for Epsilon.
I like how PM's in this position. It tells you that Epsilon really do expect aggressions through mid from Virtus.pro's style of play, which is actually a pretty damn good read, because they do like to push people close to mid. They do like to counter boost. It's been something that they've done in the past, but we see them finally giving up, going for the drop, and actually seeing if they can get some angles there. We're going to see a flash for, I think it's PM there, so he can get the pick on the guy on vent roof. He doesn't quite make it happen. Both players very weak though, but the edge is with Epsilon at this point in time.
So Epsilon keeping their options open at the moment. You've got the FXO just holding the angle on B in case of the his teammates need to retreat here. And we've got 2 people on from Virtus.pro on the A bomb site, but we do have Neo rotating between bomb sites. Not sure exactly where the action is going to be. So we are going to have only 1 person defending the A as 3 players push. And Neo, a bit of uncertainty. He's making his way back towards the A bomb site, so maybe his teammate byali has heard something here. But again, even byali's not sure where the action's coming from. Pasha does get a tag on FXO on a B bomb site, and Neo, again, uncertain which way to go.
Good kill coming in there onto byali, Mr. Forklift, as Neo comes around the pickup truck onto the bomb site. SF in a 1-on-2 gets the bomb down, throws the smoke to cut off vision. This is a very good move here so far, but he's really under a lot of pressure. They're very close to his position. Neo's quite low though, and Pasha in the distance with AWP does make his way closer to the SF position. SF gonna get taken out by Pasha actually through the smoke with the AWP. Well played there by Virtus.pro for a very, very needed retake.
Now I wonder. I mean, Virtus.pro haven't had the best financial situation so far since Epsilon got 2 rounds here, and normally from Virtus.pro we'll see during matches Neo will AWP the B bomb site on his own, so they do have the capability of doing the dual AWP setup. But I mean, they don't really do it in the nature that we saw from the other teams yesterday, where they had an AWP on A and an AWP on B. Pasha likes to go A and go mid and control that, as we can see here.
Oh, I like this aggression from byali on A main. He's actually going to get the frag with it as well. SF does go down there, and this is a really nice timing play that you see sometimes. And now that's kind of crippling. You can throw the nades in. Look at this, the deep smoke. It's reminiscent of the deep smoke on Inferno's banana. And it looks like he's going to get some help here. Is it going to be in time? Looks like Neo. Oh, he does get 1 kill, but it's actually going to go much better for Epsilon, who now find themselves in a 3-on-3, and Virtus.pro rapidly rotating all the way around the map. Pasha coming out with 2 massive thrags, make that 3. Pasha gonna take it down. 9-5 the score there for Virtus.pro. Very fast one.
Epsilon got 2 huge frags on the A bomb site there, and it should have been clear, but I don't know if they were fast enough taking the bomb site after. I mean, they took down like 40% of the team in a space of 2 seconds, but the push was just not fast enough to get the stronger positions, and Pasha just putting in work there. Gets a quick frag on 1 person, and Caesar takes out the guy coming through door. Great play to bring back the round in their favour. And that is a very nice snap. Survives with 13 HP, but that's all he'll need for the time being with an AWP in his hands.
Yeah, they know that they're going to know that Pasha got dinked there, so they might be hungry to try to finish him off. As you know, a couple of them only have deagles. I say only deagles. GMX going to find himself a pick on Snax over at B. That's a pretty huge play right there. But we can see how close Virtus.pro are playing to mid right now in vent rooms. They have a lot of potential for fast responses here. And they've got Pasha actually the one in the vent room. And TaZ going to just mow them down with the M4. And there you go, 10-5 Virtus.pro. It looked a little bit shaky against Epsilon to begin with. But 10-5 scoreline, very respectable. But definitely a scoreline that Epsilon have every possibility of reversing.
Yeah, that was a nice round there for Virtus.pro. Had some good individual performances there, taking out multiple people to win key rounds for them, and they do start the T side 10-5 ahead. That said, it's a good situation for Epsilon as well, or at least a better situation than we saw yesterday. They have enough of a barrier to really show us what they can do in this second half on this map. So we can see, it looks like we're going to have these smokes covering the middle of mid, funnily enough. So they can make it their way to the vent room, and you can see the Molotovs being thrown by the Ts on towards the A bomb site, so it forces the CT out if there is one in there. But push is going to be towards an A, so it looks like it was a fake mid to B, and we'll see if they can get the bomb down here. But it's not looking good so far.
Nice fragging there from him. And just Pasha left now with the CZ. He's going to go down as well. So a flawless victory there for Epsilon, not losing a single player, which is really nice actually.
Yeah, it's a good start for Epsilon then. This is what I was hoping for. I just want to see more of a match out of them, and now they've given themselves the opportunity to give us one. So He's hoping for a...
There's a very, very real possibility off of this, the way this is going, that they can win this match, which is not something that that's not something that anyone really thought was on the cards necessarily. We saw the betting odds, everyone is counting them out, but today they are really showing so far a pretty damn good game against Virtus.pro. Let's see how they bounce forwards now off of the early momentum that they get. Ooh, that was a nice shot there from Bieli. I think that was a headshot, but a wallbang one, so it wasn't quite the kill. A lot of damage there though by Bieli, and
PM hasn't bought a rifle, which makes me think he is probably saving for an AWP either for himself or FXCO. But he's looking for the bait position here. Has exposed his position, but does take down Neo. Will probably retreat back towards the bomb site now. And the bomb is around the B bomb site. Scream stops the flank from Vent. This is looking good for Epsilon so far. Only one death, make that 2, but only 1 rifle down. Nice snap there. Nice second kill as well. 2 headshots there for GMX. After he's remains on 1 HP, but that's a key 1 HP because that's going to save him about 4.5 grand.
Yeah, and they lost 2 players, but that's okay. That's like acceptable. It's very close, almost to 3. And once you lose 3 players in a situation like that, it starts to get a bit iffy. It starts to feel a bit awkward, and your money's feeling really squeezed. But they're going to be feeling okay at the moment. They got not a huge amount of grenades bought for them. We do have that AWP on PM right now, who's going to be working this B angle. As we can see on the minimap, there is actually nobody around B right now. It's looking like an A main to an A split play, A main and Squeaky. FXCO is actually coming up behind them, it seems. Let's see if he can get there in time. This could be quite devastating. There goes the molly from SF. Scream taking down 1 GMX as well. So they are just running into all these angles here for Epsilon. Well handled. So well handled.
It's very important for Epsilon that nobody died in that round. You can see FXCO only had the CZ because it looks like we're going to see a double AWP. A double AWP? Are we going to see it?
Yes, we... No? Yes?
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
We have the double AWP. So let's have a look at where these guys go. Is one of them going to go mid? PM's going towards the B bomb site, and FXCO is going to repeat Patch's position in mid. So we'll see how these guys can control both sides of this map.
I like this. The other guy in Vents as well. This is a really nice setup here for Epsilon overall. A lot of fast response, a lot of good information gathering positions as well. So this is a lot of team play possible too. You can see that GMX can push PM into a pretty nice position with this AWP. Like he's going to go and rattle off a shot there, and it was just a decoy though. So being blind, he just went on. I guess he saw it on the radar.
Yeah, but GMX has got a very good aggressive position on the B bomb site now, which allows his team to rotate towards the A bomb site. We're going to see Snax. He's throwing the smoke in the corner, so when he goes through door, you can't. If you're holding quad on the site, you can't see him because of the smoke.
See how this goes now, because Epsilon have done the work. They push the man in B stories. They know what's happening. They have everybody in position really fast. FXCO coming out with 2 huge frags. SF as well. TaZ only going to find 1 before the rest of his team gets shut down. And that's going to be it there for Virtus.pro on that round. They are going to be forced to another eco in Epsilon. They played that round absolutely perfectly.
That smoke from Squeaky unfortunately went against Virtus.pro there as well, because yes, it allows them some more cover as they exit the door, but you could see a CT was hiding in the smoke as well. So when they ran through towards site and were basically sandwiched between 2 CTs. So one to think about there, because it didn't really work in their favor. And they're all going to be huddling round for this eco, just playing passive at the moment, hoping for CTs to overextend themselves so they can get a pick and make a play. But CT's being very patient for the time being, using the range of the map to...
Oh, it's going to be... They're going for the mid here, it looks like. You can see all the smokes they're carpeting across. They could actually all dive through vents as well with those smokes. But FXCO, he's just going to be destroying them through the smoke, man. Picks up 2 kills, and they're going to charge on through. They want to try to get these frags on these snipers. And FXCO with 4 and Scream with 1. And that is an easy cleanup. And they tie it up 10-10. Epsilon are just having a stormer of a second half here on Cash against Virtus.pro.
Nice spray down. 2-man spray down there for FXCO.
Dude, he must have a lot of frags. Can we just quickly have a look? Yeah, he's got 19 frags. He's been doing a lot of fragging this game.
Yeah. Pasha neck and neck with him with 19 frags as well. Getting them both the AWPs putting in work. But we have, let's see what Pasha's doing here. Well, in a second we have this counter boost first. Oh, and that's the bomb down as well.
Neo was actually in a position kind of to look for it as well, but he just pulled the nade out to run off. Oh no, that's terrible timing there for Virtus.pro, but They still have 3 men left alive. But there is 4 for Epsilon, and Epsilon really have a good read on the situation. They are really converging on Virtus.pro right now. Virtus.pro trying to push through regardless. Do make the frags. There is 2, and they go a man up here. But byali on 1 point of health, TaZ with 22. There's a couple Molotovs left though, or well, just 1 Molotov left for PM right now. This could work out really well, considering 1 guy's on 1 HP.
Snax planting the bomb in the flames.
Does take down byali. There's just 1 player left to deal with as that bomb beeps away. Snax at squeaky door. PM, he's got a very good read on this. Snax waiting patiently to hear that diffuse sound. PM just trying to eliminate every single position that he can. Going to go for the smoke and go for the defuse. Snax going to come out there looking around. Going to spray it down. Actually, you know what's really smart that I saw the other day? Is someone threw that smoke and then looked at the guy. Because that's such a common thing now in the meta that someone will try to, just go for the mad diffuse through the smoke to hold. So they throw the smoke to cue the other guy to come out. It's, yeah, that's very close around there, but Virtus.pro finally pulling 1 back. We still have this really strong setup here for Epsilon.
That was, yeah, the Epsilon still with the money to bring the double AWPs again. And that was a really good comeback from Virtus.pro because we saw excellent play there from Epsilon. Very aggressive in mid, very unpredictable from them. Pushed mid, got 2 quick frags in there, but Virtus.pro somehow managed to bring it back and win the round as well in a 1v1. So great play from both teams there. Oh,
great little push there. PM going to pick himself up a kill. We see the wall of smokes there from Virtus.pro across mid to give them easy access to vent room, and FXio kind of scanning the smoke. PM though coming in with more frags. He is really pulling his weight right now, just locking down B storage. He would have seen the bomb drop to the floor, made the call to his team. We can see some movement from the rest of his teammates towards that B area here as they reposition. GMX going to pick 1 up onto Pasha. PM goes down, and Virtus.pro are fighting back right now. So 2-on-3 all of a sudden, and they do have the bomb once more. So Epsilon have to try to take safer positions once again now that the bomb is on the move. They are on the A bomb site now. And Snax is coming from A main. They're trying to be pretty cautious here. They don't know exactly where Epsilon can be. They're trying to eliminate all those positions once again. And Snax should be able to get that bomb down now. And Epsilon just waiting together. They attack this together. They have a good chance to do it. And Snax planting the bomb. It does go down. Going to retreat to forklift. byali in a very, very pressured position here with no health left. It's going to take down GMX regardless though. Snax still at A main. Good position, but FXio with the flank from A main going to catch him off guard. And all of a sudden Epsilon do pull it back from a 3-on-2. They do make it happen. So well done to Epsilon. We go
Scream just delaying his defuse so his teammate can try and find an AWP. And he does pick it up. Well done, FXio. So some free money for him. So Virtus.pro in an interesting situation here. Really, they need to do an eco. They can buy some pistols here, try and get the bomb down. That's going to be the priority for the beginning of this round. And they can take it from there, really. So no nades, save for 1 smoke from Snax here. So we'll see what the plan is of this smoke grenades and which site they're going to push. I mean, he could use it to try and take some control of mid to go for a pincer movement to one of the sites, but it might also be used to just try and get the bomb down in the smoke somewhere. So we'll find out. But very passive play from Virtus.pro. Looks like Epsilon have successfully made Virtus.pro have to worry about all parts of the map, basically. They've been flanked twice in 2 rounds now, once from B, once from mid, so they've got to really be careful to make sure that Epsilon aren't up to anything sneaky here.
Alright, so Virtus.pro finally going to go for the aggression after waiting a long time for some picks. Looks like Snax is the first to go down, first blood there. Oh wow, TaZ going to find himself a quick kill onto SF. And it's obviously going to be a pretty good situation with, Virtus.pro gets 1 or 2 more frags for them.
Bomb still hasn't been shown by Virtus.pro, so but the CTs do have enough people to cover both bomb sites. Having 2 people have a quick look at mid now. 1 flashing in for the other. And the bomb has now been exposed. And that should mark the end of the round.
Indeed it will. Epsilon go 1 up now, 12-11. I think there are a lot of people very worried about their skins right now, James.
Indeed, and this is what I'm talking about. You know, I think you had to look at Epsilon's result yesterday with a pinch of salt, because they didn't get many rounds on the T side, which allowed them enough breathing space to do something on the CT side. And we saw all the CT sides, save for theirs, beast yesterday. So, you know, I did think, you know, if they got a few rounds under their belt, then we'd have to see what they could provide, basically. And they have provided so far. 1 round lead now, and have got a quick pick on TaZ.
FaceitTV is playing really well as well. He's not really missing a beat on the AWP shots, to be honest. And it's like Virtus.pro are going to make their way up here. And the PM also has been putting in some great work with the AWP too.
Yeah, we can't forget to mention PM. He has been doing great work closing down. He's only got 9 kills compared to FACEIT's 24, but I mean, he has closed down huge swathes of the map, and we saw in that previous round those picks on B were excellent, very aggressive positioning from the CTs there, which paid off for them. So, you know, they're kind of beating Virtus.pro at their own game at the moment, being unpredictable and just eliminating the opposition from where they're not expected to be, and it's worked quite well so far for them. But that's a quick pick from byali on PM there with the P250. Now the CZV moved to the 5-7 Tech 9 slot. We're seeing loads of kills from the P250, and I think that's a good thing.
And definitely Neo with that AWP. Where is he actually at the moment? Let's
GMX is like, where's the gun? There's the
there
gun.
It is. Now Bialy going to pick it up. He gets a great pixel shot onto GMX in return and tosses it over to Pasha. Love that. Pasha going to take it very quickly towards mid. And it looks like a lot of sneaky jukes and drives there from Bialy, but it's not too much. That's not too much for FXO to handle.
FXO's AWP the name is signed by the legend. I wonder if that's the Iron Sheik. I don't think many of our younger viewers will get that reference, but never mind.
I didn't get the reference, James.
No, you don't get any references, dude.
I get references.
Yeah, like 1 reference.
Please. All right, well, the bomb does go down for Virtus.pro. Massive result considering their situation this round. Oh, wow, Pasha missing what should be a standard shot for him. Does try to take another angle. Ooh, unfortunately, gets nothing. SF going to take him down. And now Snax left with just a P250. It was all on Pasha. Pasha had to perform to make that round a win there. They did take a couple players out, and they did get the bomb down. But at this point, giving Epsilon round number 14, that's scary. That's really scary, and that shouldn't have happened for Virtus.pro. And now the pressure's really, really on. That
was really unfortunate for Pasha there. The CTs lined up for them. I don't know, one of them had 2 flashbangs, but I didn't see any flashes come out for them. But maybe they were in exposed positions where they were better off keeping their guns out. Either way, 2 of them lined up, and Pasha, if he had hit one, he probably would have killed both of them at the same time, and that could have been 12-13 here. But it is 14-11 Virtus.pro on a force buy here. All AKs. We've got 3 Molotovs, a smoke, and 2 flashes for the Virtus.pro. So
they're going in, it seems, for this play on to B. They wanted to get the split, but already FXO cutting the lines down as a mid player does get taken out. And here they go. PM does go down. And Virtus.pro are getting the frags they need so far, but they're still yet to find the bomb on the site. And Epsilon have a really fast reaction. GMX going to find the head of byali, and he's in a good position to defend the site. Re-smoking vent room right now. He's on that bomb site. And they can't get the bomb down. They do finally take him out, but lots of time has been wasted. And FXO and SF are very close by. SF actually coming from B storage right now. He's going to be a really huge player. SF is the last one standing here for Epsilon. He's going to take down Pasha. It's just Neo left, and he's on the bomb site. Got to get that bomb plant. There goes the Molotov. Looks like Neo going for a quick peek there to try to catch SF. He would have presumed that he would be going for the plant, but actually, all along, Neo's going to be making the sprint over towards that A bomb site to just drop that bomb really fast over there. And SF, he figures it out, and he'll be able to make it there. But, you know, Neo's going to get much more flexibility in what he can do by delaying with a play like this. So here comes SF now from A main. He's always going to spot a glimpse, and he catches him off guard. Neo gets shot in the side of the head. He goes down, and that's round number 15 for Epsilon. They're 1 away from taking out Virtus.pro. I can't believe it. I cannot believe my eyes. They're playing so well.
That was really unfortunate for Neo. He was trying to plant the bomb in the most open space possible. The way he was trying to plant it would have exposed the bomb to mid, kind of exposed the bomb to CT, and as well as the back of sight and other places. But he just couldn't find the right area to plant the bomb in, and that gave Epsilon enough time to get close enough so he couldn't take up the position he wanted. Basically, I think he may not have stayed in the door, but he certainly wanted to open it to just make it as difficult as possible to cover all the areas during the defuse. But the time was against him there, and it is match point here to Epsilon now.
And looks like we're going to see a very fast play here onto the A bomb site coming in from Virtus.pro. The last ditch attempt. They have to win this or else they're going to be going home in this match. Looks like SF will get taken out by Byali. Going to get a double there, in fact. PM going to respond with 2 of his own with the Scar. Here comes GMX from the pickup. Does gun down Neo. Bomb is dropped on the site, though. It's a 2-on-2 situation. GMX last man standing here. Can he do it for Epsilon? It's just Snax left. Snax with the bomb in front of him. And a player behind it. There he goes. Oh, great shot from Snax over the crate in midair. He picks GMX's head, and that is going to be one more chance for Virtus.pro, but it's going to keep being one more chance for Virtus.pro until they get to that 15th round and force that overtime, but it's so doable. What a clutch from Snax.
He just turned his head into a big squash tomato in that round, and that was the clutchest of clutch plays, a headshot and a jumping play of an AWP. Very, very nice there to keep Virtus.pro in this round, but Epsilon, this is their last buy round for now if they don't win this round, so they have got the double AWPs going on again. We've got PM in the B bomb site just causing some shenanigans with some smokes, and we've got FXIO.
Ooh, counter boost. Are they going to go for the counter boost? I think it's, yeah, GMX here. What is he going to find? If they're not ready for this, if they're not predicting it, it can be devastating. GMX has to silence them for as well. He's going to go up. He gets flashed out there. He doesn't spot anyone just yet, but this position is incredibly dangerous for Virtus.pro. GMX really is the playmaker. He's coming up. He might be coming up behind A main right now. There he's going to find TaZ. Oh, TaZ takes him out. No frag made by GMX. That could have been the huge play for them to just really secure the round, but there's still 3 players left alive for Virtus.pro. Epsilon now losing one more. That turns it into a 3-on-3 situation, and the bomber is rapidly making progress towards that B site. Scream coming in from the top here for Epsilon. They still have to make their way into the bomb site with the bomb and get it down. And Epsilon, they know what's happening. They slowly can make their way over there. See Neo in a good position to try to find an angel on SF. Important one-on-one here for SF. Oh, can he make it happen? Not quite, but Neo's low, forced back. Picks up the AWP. FX are going to whiff the shot, and oh, he's going to regret that one. Neo gets him. TaZ on the side itself. SF and Scream left alive for Epsilon. And they're going to go and save those weapons. And this is tense, tense stuff. Virtus.pro are winning these rounds by the smallest of margins.
Yeah, this is, they have to save these weapons because the rest of the team are pretty much going to have to eco in the next round. There's not a lot of money in the bank here. They could potentially eke out some kind of force fire, maybe with one guy on pistol, but we're about to find out here.
It's interesting, yeah. It's
if they buy and then they lose this round, then we're looking at overtime.
Really heavy. Yeah, I don't think they should do it. They want one proper buy round before overtime is realized.
If they buy nothing, they can still buy at least one AWP next round. So
yeah. All right, so let's see how this goes. Virtus.pro again, trying to make this comebacks to try to save more or less everybody's skins because not many people actually bet on Epsilon. So PM is very close here. Only the USP though, so have to find a couple of shots in someone's head to take him down. And good double peek there. They do actually get 2 down. Scream to take down 2, and that is pretty damn huge. They are stopping this rush, and it's a 2-on-2 situation out of nowhere. These pistols really pulling their weight, and good peek from Scream there with the rifle. And we have FXIO with the AWP. Guardian over from mid. Looking over the toxic barrels. Does get smoked off though. Has to reposition. And they do actually spot GMX there. So this is really bad for GMX. That is a really nasty position if they know that you're there. Going to try to make his way out, try to draw some attention. Whilst FXIO gets in position. FXIO going to pull off one frag with the AWP. In comes GMX, going to get mowed down by the AK of Snax. 1-on-1. Can Snax do it again? Can he save Virtus.pro a second time? Against the AWP of FXIO. FXIO going to turn the corner, misses the shot, and Snax will be so close to doing it right now, trying to jump the box. FXIO, he's got to go for this. Snax just playing the cat and mouse, and he's going to do it so well. He's going to save the round again with another clutch from Snax. He's keeping Virtus.pro in the game single-handedly.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate for for FXIO. He had no kit there, so I don't know. He's given the other team an AWP as well, which is another factor here. We've got FXIO now with only a FAMAS here, so they're not going to be able to afford the AWP after all. And we could be looking at overtime here. It all depends on who gets the first picks. I think the first 2 picks of this this round are going to be very, very important, especially if they leave one team with 3 players. And Pasha gets dinked down to 10 HP, and Nade will finish him off. But the CT team, both teams in fact, are really low on the nade. So we've got a bunch of Molotovs for the Virtus.pro side to force the CTs out of their hidden positions, and only flashes and one grenade on Epsilon at the moment.
Yeah, looks like a delayed mid movement there from Virtus.pro. It's not something that they've actually done previously, and you see all the grenades have waned away, or the smokes rather, and they are making their way up for an A split. Not something we've seen out of Virtus.pro yet. This has not been seen from them yet. Can Epsilon handle it though? Neo going to take down SF on the back boxes. Scream does drop Neo, but he's got a lot of work to do. Takes down another player, gets taken down from the flank. PM has to come in and save the day. He's 1 on 2. If PM can do this, Epsilon will defeat Virtus.pro on cash. If he doesn't, it's going to an overtime. PM makes his way in from A main. He's going to toss out the Molotov for the back boxes. Try to flush out a player. Not going to spot a jumper, so he's going to know there's no one at the back boxes. One up close, though. Can he take him out? Snax going to deliver. That's going to be it. And it's overtime. Overtime.
Overtime again. So this is our 4th overtime in 2 days?
Maybe? We had three yesterday,
yeah. So,
but I guess so.
I don't think we had any others.
There wasn't any others?
I don't think
I
so.
guess not. Okay, well, yeah. And now we go to MR5, overtime. And will we find 3 overtimes again?
Epsilon so close to the victory there. I can't imagine the tears that there would have been all over the interwebs had Epsilon made 16 rounds there. But they've got another chance here to make 21 now. We'll see if PM can continue his dominance of the B-bomb site here. And Pasha just gets one in the chest. That's going to leave a hole in his jacket. And Virtus.pro...
I'm sure the jacket is the least of his concern.
Yeah, Virtus.pro with 4 plays remaining. Snax gets taken out as well. This is going well for Epsilon so far, but they are on the slightly more favoured side.
All right, so 2 on 3 now. Neo and TaZ left alive for Virtus.pro. PM going to come in there with the ADP once again. And what a great shot from PM. Does get returned by Neo into 1 on 2 again. Got SF and Scream. Got to stand up to the plate now and try to make this happen. They are together.
That's probably the most open plant we've seen all match.
And Neo just gets flashed to death right there, so that's good stuff from Epsilon. Actually, one thing I want to mention quickly is that the round that Virtus.pro used to actually take the last one to force the overtime wasn't a round that they've shown Epsilon before, but it is a round that Epsilon like and have done many times. That A split up short and A main. That's very popular for Epsilon, but it's quite rare I've ever seen Virtus.pro do it.
Yeah, it was a good play from Neo to get to the B-bomb site there. He got a shot with the AWP, instantly picked up an AK in the 2v1. He definitely needs to be able to get enough quick shots off for CTs looking for trade kills there. Unfortunately, he had a good plant as well. He planted it open so he can defend it from the site or defend it from the vent area as well, but didn't manage to get into a position once again before he got taken out by the CTs. Outnumbered and out-fragged there, and that leaves Epsilon 1 round up in this first half of this MR5. For those of you not familiar with what MR5 means, it means that there's 5 rounds on each half in this overtime. There's normally MR5 or MR3.
All right, there goes the Molotov over onto the site. As they are setting up for this B split, vent room and from B storage. In they go. TaZ going to gun down PM. Going well so far, but they've got to get that bomb planted on the site. And the problem for them now is that Epsilon are all over them, and SF is quick on the flank as well. So SF in a huge position here to make some damage really happen. And Pasha actually has the bomb in the flank, so Pasha can't watch the flank because he's got to go plant the bomb. So this might just come very unbeknownst to them, and it will indeed. Snax going to get taken out by SF. Very good stuff there from Epsilon so far, and all they have to do now is sync up. They're both on the site, and SF's going to find himself another kill onto TaZ. And again, Pasha rather stuck on the bomb side here. He's got the AWPer on his left. He's got the M4 on his right. Goes and gets to 1-on-1. 10 health left. Got to pull out the pistol now. FXO and go close. He's going to charge him down, and he does make it happen with the CZ. There goes the defuse for FXO. Epsilon should be able to take this round. He should have plenty of time. He's got a kit, so there you go. There is defuse and 17-15. So quick 2 rounds here from Epsilon.
Yeah, every round here is very, very critical for Epsilon. You know, we've seen yesterday how strong the CT sides are here, so they're going to need to drop as little rounds as possible, preferably 0 here if they want to go into the second half in good stead. 2 out of 2 so far from a possible 5 is a good start, and we'll see how they continue. Again, we've got the Virtus.pro side only really going for a few smokes and flashbangs. They've got the money to buy more, but I don't feel like they want to at the moment. FaceitTV gets a fast pick on byali, and Pasha gets one back on GMX, and then takes out PM. So we are in a 4-on-3 for Virtus.pro here, as the bomb heads towards the B-bomb site, and there's nobody there to protect it at the moment.
So the Virtus.pro going to make their way in. Nice little entry kill there from Pasha onto Scream. And looks like the numbers are thinning out very rapidly here for Epsilon. SF going to return one. FACEIT going to find one. That's going to put it to a 2-on-2 all of a sudden. And the bomb is down on the B bomb site, but they're quite close now. So can they do it again? But they're both coming from the same position here. They don't have SF flanking like they did before, so it's going to be quite difficult to deal with. TaZ in a very sneaky position there. He's going to catch himself a frag onto SF, and it was almost too easy for Virtus.pro. Very, very nice setup after plant for them, and they're going to go 16-17 now, getting their first round in this overtime. But all these rounds are going so incredibly closely.
That was really, really good positioning from the Virtus.pro players for that after plant. Once they identified where the two CTs were, TaZ only had to hold that angle above that box, and his teammate had the rest of the area covered. So definitely one worth looking at on the Go TV, because I mean, for a 2v2 setup, that was really, really well done, and shows how minute detail these teams go into to get to this level of Counter-Strike.
All right, so already losing Pasha of Virtus.pro. Epsilon with a very nice setup towards A here, actually. They've read this well. Looks like Neo's actually going to take out GMX, who was in the vent room, actually, or rather the vents themselves. So that's a really nice pick. And the bomb is siphoning through to A main. They're making their way onto that A bomb site right now, as Epsilon try to defend it. They are a man up. And it seems very, very difficult, very laboured, very arduous task here for Virtus.pro to get onto that A-bomb site. FXO going to be denying Neo. Big, big plays coming out from this man here. Gets another one very close there. And it's going to be Screen to finish them off. And that's another round for Epsilon. And I keep seeing FXO making these incredibly important AWP shots.
We're in the last round of the first half, as you can see on your screen there. And Epsilon have only dropped one round so far. So they're going to be looking really good to take this in the second half if they can get this round as well. They will only require 2 more rounds if they can get to 19 here.
FXO, you know, top of the leaderboard there.
But it's interesting. Like, look at Virtus.pro's nades. They've only gone for 1 nade each, 2 mollies and 3 smokes, no flashbangs whatsoever. So, and you know, I mean, look at the damage FXO has been putting in. He's got 34 kills with that AWP. Like, they really need to smoke him off and flash him off as well if they can. Yeah,
I mean, we're going to see the round executed now by Virtus.pro. Great little pop flash coming out from PM right there on the back boxes. Gets forced out by the Molotov. Nowhere to turn. byali from the side. And in they go. Epsilon now have to go for this retake. But there's not much time for Virtus.pro to find the best post-plant setups. But they do have smokes all over the place. FX are going to take down TaZ. There's still a bunch of players left. SF coming in from A main. Taking down 2 before getting taken out himself. And now it's a 2-on-2 again. And this always goes down to the wire with these two teams today. Screaming FXO against Snax and byali.
It's a nice nade on byali, left with 42 HP and looked the right way. No, FXO just rips his face off, and it's Snax in a 2v1, and the door's being closed on him now, and he's on fire as well. He's still got a bunch of HP left though. Is there enough time to defuse the bomb here?
And Snax is going to do it again. You cannot beat Snax in these clutches on the A-bomb side. I can't believe it. And wow, this is just remarkable. The game that we're seeing. Yeah. The AWPing from both FXO and PM seems like the backbone right now of Epsilon's defense. They seem to be winning so well.
Yeah, PM is at the bottom of the PM's at the bottom of the leaderboard for Epsilon with negative score, but that's not telling the whole story here. He's playing B a lot of the time on his own, but most of the action is around mid and A, and he's holding them off and has brought Epsilon, well, helped his team bring themselves to this point here where they're 1 round up in the second half. So really, he is really doing well for his team. And again, the score doesn't tell the whole story, as people will tell you.
And it does look like we have a lot of posturing towards B, actually, from Epsilon. SF is in a nice little position to cause some havoc over towards A, but looks like they are still assessing their options. They do have a 1-man running into B right now. It's going to be GMX. He's not going to spot Pasha. Pasha's waiting to see if there's any more players here from Epsilon, but he sees it just once, so he can make the call to his teammates. Guys, we still haven't seen the bomb, and they're not going to have seen it on A either, so they're trying to put the pieces together. Pasha's finally going to see the second one. Look at this easy kill, the patience from Pasha, rewarding him massively, but Scream will take him out in the end. But but now they know exactly what's going on. Neo's going to get taken. Oh, no, sorry. Byali gets taken down, and Neo does get the trade. But this is going to be like so hard without a rifle, without any health, and without any support. Neo trying to find his angle.
They realize what Pasha did now, as you can see in the chat there. But that was a, well, we'll talk about it after the round, I guess.
Oh, so good by Neo. The bomb planted in the corner of the site there. He's going to go for the fake.
He's got a 10-second defuse as well.
He's got to make the instant kill. He's got to go for it. There's still no time. Is there, oh, he picked up a kit, I think, right there. Yeah, he did. He picked up the kit, but it's still too late. Scream going to take him out. Very well played by Epsilon. Virtus.pro. And just notice how these rounds always go to the last player.
Yeah, and I have to say, that was in a few matches on FACEIT and other places as well I've been watching recently, we've seen situations, especially from Virtus.pro, where they've seen a player and they haven't executed him straight away. And that, as you saw, was a massive information play from Pasha. He saw one player coming into the bomb site, but he didn't have the bomb, so he was in a profitable situation where he could wait to see the bomb, then take out the bomb player, which is exactly what he did, and was great play. Really unfortunate for them that they didn't win the round, but a great example of an information play where it's not always about taking the first head you see.
It's a very passive beginning to this round. You can see Epsilon holding very far back. And Virtus.pro also, you know, they are holding back as well. They're not going for any aggressive moves here. And that's probably because we've seen a lot of openings like this from Epsilon. Great pick coming in from FX as we see the delayed mid-take. The wall of smoke's coming out. This is going to allow a very effective B split play through vents and through B storage. We see the bomb already making its way into that site. PM is on the outside here trying to slow down any rotation. TaZ in the bomb site though, he can be the playmaker here for Virtus.pro. If he's able to get some kills, that's going to be very important. And he's going to find himself the second when the bomb goes down. This is he just completely hamstrings around here for Epsilon, but they still have a man advantage. I'm going to get planted down, and Molotovs to delay anyone trying to make their way through vents. But both of the players from Virtus.pro coming from CT spawn side. Neo training his reticle on every single angle he thinks that they could come from. PM, great timing peak. Byali left against 3.
We're looking at match point here for Epsilon. This is a 3-on-1. This is practically impossible for Byali, but because of the money, he's still got to go for it anyway.
You know what? Sometimes you have these situations where you have this amazing game, right, against this team that you should never beat. And then for some reason, whatever happens, that team makes that comeback. And then you have to do it again. Epsilon, they're actually doing it again right now.
Yeah, but I think it's worth noting the addition of PM giving them a double AWP setup has been instrumental.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And you know, if he wasn't there for this, then I think we would be seeing a different setup potentially from Epsilon, and it's something to take into consideration here. Would they have done as well if they didn't have such a strong double AWP setup? Because obviously that allows them to place more players in other areas that require more congestion. So something to bear in mind here.
And FX Show could be finding some action very shortly here towards that B area. They're really looking for picks very hard, our Epsilon at the moment, but you can see that they are slowly moving towards that B site at the moment. They do have one man holding very far back towards A, actually trying to catch any rotation. Looks like they are going to go in right now, but Virtus.pro are going to easily deny this. They don't even set foot inside the bomb site, and now comes SF, who was the flank man, but his team unfortunately weren't able to make much use of him. Virtus.pro going to pick up round 18, but Epsilon still on that on match point now. 2 more chances for Epsilon to actually clinch this.
Fexio very close to the 40 bomb there. He has been playing out of his skin. Scream is a fair bit behind, which is unusual for him, but it's a nice turnaround from what we saw in the previous match from Epsilon, where Scream was kind of dragging the dead bodies of his teammates behind him. But they're really all putting work in together today to get these match points here, and this is the first of the last 2 they have to convert this before we look at another overtime. And again, as we get towards the throes of this match, we are seeing both teams play a lot more passively than earlier on.
I do like the nades here. They're trying to, Molotov all the rush spots, and we just have the only kind of rush spot we have is Snax in vent room in the vents, and he does go down. So this is a very, very considered, methodical approach here to this mid area. They're going to go for the B split, it seems like, but the bomb is still in mid actually, so they can just keep the options open at this point. But Virtus.pro, they're reacting. They're rotating all the way around here. We're seeing the only player on A is over by the pickup truck position. And now we've got SF trying to make his way in with his teammates from the vent room. Bomb is very close by. They're still not committed towards the site. Here we go, SF going to make himself the frag onto the bomb site. It's a 2-on-3 though, and Epsilon, they don't even have any health left to try to do this with.
Bomb is down, 25 seconds remaining. This is a very awkward position here for Epsilon. Again, they have to go for it because of the money situation. They have nothing to lose here, apart from their lives as Neo sprays down through the vent. Oh, and they've kind of half got the bomb, but there's just no time.
Yeah, you can get it, but yeah, it doesn't matter, does it? Oh dear, that was a very awkward round for Epsilon. I loved the beginning went really well for them.
Yep.
It was very, very good, but then they were like really slow to actually execute the B split. Once they took mid, they're really slow to get the B split going. I'm not sure why they were so slow, but that seemed to give Virtus.pro too much time.
It's interesting, when we looked at the normal time of this map, a lot of the key rounds were won by aggressive plays here, but as we end up in the clutch moments of this match, where there's only one round between the players at the moment, it's all slowing down, apart from now this last round they're going hell for leather, and Virtus.pro pick up 2 fast picks, and the bomb's going to try and rush to the A bomb site. So could this be a bit too little aggression too late here for Epsilon, and are we looking at another overtime?
GMX going to find himself a kill over by the toxic barrels. Looks like Snax going to deny them onto the site just right now though, but coming in with some trades. Now it's all on GMX to find 3 kills. Does have the bomb though at the very least, but and with a minute of time, but really time and having the bomb or not is not his problem. His problem is not having any friends. Does take down Byali, putting it to a 1-on-2. Pasha's actually quite low with his AWP. If Pasha whiffs a shot, gives GMX an opening, this could go really well. We can see Pasha in the distance there by the pickup truck. GMX knows, he knows that someone has to be there, and he is very clued into the likelihood of someone being on short as well. And again, we can see the time really coming in as an advantage here, allowing him to safely check all the angles first. And in comes, Pasha, he makes it a 1-on-1. So well done by GMX now, trying to clutch this, trying to bring it home for Epsilon against Virtus.pro in the overtime. Bomb going to get committed down. See the approach coming in here now. GMX, can he win the 1-on-1? Can he clutch this for his team? Oh, barely doesn't do it. 19 points of health from TaZ. And somehow Virtus.pro hold on again. They just are not letting go. It's like in those cartoons, you got the guy with his like hand on the ledge, and you're like stamping on his fingers, and somehow just have his fingers just keep coming back up. He's just holding on by the last finger, finding more and more. I don't know how they haven't fallen off that ledge yet.
People were saying yesterday, people who were betting skins on the match of Dignitas and Hellraisers, that it was one of the kind of nail-biting heart attack games I've ever seen. But this has got to be purely a lot worse. I'm not even sure if it's worse if you're an Epsilon fan and you've got money on Epsilon, because you're, 13%. You're in with a chance of winning a lot of money here. But we are into overtime number 2 now, and again, I want to see both teams being more aggressive, because that's what was winning the rounds at the beginning of the match. And then as they get a lead in overtime, they're more passive, and then they lose the rounds, and it's not really what put them there in the first place. So they should try and just stay with what works if they can.
You can see that Epsilon were very ready for the aggression from Virtus.pro, and I think this is part of the thing part of the reason why Virtus.pro are being thrown off sometimes in the early round, because Epsilon's, the way that they're playing this, so passively, so expecting of aggression, is allowing them to catch Virtus.pro off guard, and the information plays aren't really going their way. And now we see that Epsilon have made their way up behind the wall of smokes, up mid. Here comes Neo though, big position from him. Can he take the kills? He does only get 1. And it's like we're going to see the play onto A now from Epsilon. We've got PM alone up short. 2 players from A main. Byali going to get flashed out. It's like they're flashing themselves at this point. A bit awkward here. And Virtus.pro, Byali and Snax really bringing it back here. The round did look very bad for them. And there you go. They're going to finish it off. And 21-20 now. And Virtus.pro going to get a decent start here.
Yeah, the guy on quad for Virtus.pro was spotted, but the person chasing him was team flashed by his teammate, who flashed both players, so he couldn't get the frag there. Then the bomb carrier was taken out on the wrong side of A main, so they couldn't get the bomb to the bomb site. So kind of all fell apart there for Epsilon towards the A-bomb site, and it's going to be the first round here for Virtus.pro, who start on the CT side. Last time it was Epsilon on the CT side, so we can see how this continues. He's got the aggressive play we're talking about here from Neo. Now he's given that's a lot of information gathering for his team and their general placement on this map for the time being. And again, we've got that all those dudes hanging around the T boost for Epsilon.
And delayed mid take again. They are really liking this delay on the mid take, and you can see the same setup very often here. And this is something we didn't see very often in the first, in the non-overtimes. We didn't see huge amounts of plays onto mid. But we're seeing that a lot from them now, and this is really interesting how they're deciding to switch it up. FXio catching the flank of Neo. And now we're going to see the A split coming up from short and from A main again. Flash going over to the player at the pickup truck. And it is actually going to be Pasha, who's incredibly low. He's going to find himself a kill onto Scream. There is the return from GMX though. GMX can't quite finish it off, but FX will do that for him. And it looks like it should be the round for Epsilon, but Snax is still alive and kicking, and here he comes up.
Again, there will be no save here from Snax because they have 16k to start this off with. And down he goes.
His blood sprayed all across the toxic barrels there.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of soap to wash off.
You know that there's a game actually, what is it, like where you have to you're the janitor or something and you clean up, what is it, you clean up like gory messes left by players running through games, like that's the concept.
Oh yeah, I've heard about
that
game, yeah.
Yeah, that's like so funny. Alright, so 21 to 21, it's all tied up. And oh, is this a double man push with Squeaky? It is SF. He's actually there, defensively positioned, but I don't know if he can handle two players at once.
He must have heard the door open.
He's going to spot one, but will he know that there's two there? Here comes another peek, and actually Neo's going to take him out for nothing. In comes PM. He wants to try to check it out. See if he can return a kill there. Stop them from pushing it. Nice little clip there onto Pasha. I swear Pasha often gets clipped. We've seen him on 18 health, I swear, forever.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed that, but it's often on 18 health. It's like FX, they're going to take Neo down there, making their way through mid. Again, the delayed mid push is coming in.
Keeping the bomb out of sight for the time being. Just hanging around behind the boost area, and it's going towards mid/B for the time being. We have TaZ, quite good at defending B on the back of the B bomb site here. See what he can do. Takes down GMX. He will try and stay alive for as long as possible while his teammates rotate, but they don't have much health on them at all.
FX, so they're going to get close and personal. The CZ does take down TaZ. That's going to allow him to plant the bomb. Oh no, actually they don't have the bomb. They've got to go get it from Snax, who's hiding around the corner. He's got 18 points of health though, so he's not very happy to peek the angle. Wants to try to hear the plant sound before going for it. Ooh, look at that. Oh, so well done by Snax, but just not shooting quick enough. Let's just make the one-on-one as PM does plant the bomb.
Snax 18 HP at the moment.
See if he's actually going to be able to do this. It's going to be coming up, and actually PM in a very good position to spot him there, and he does. Wow, Snax, how does he do it? He didn't even get clipped by a single bullet there.
He sold PM down the river.
Oh my goodness.
There was a hole in the basket and everything. He sank like a ton of bricks. Oh dear. That was excellent play there from Snax. He should play poker, man. He kind of shoved all in, but had the aces. And
I got to say one thing about that position there from PM was it's really cool because if he's actually looking at Snax's position, he sees him immediately, of course. And if there's a player coming from CT spawn, he gets to see his legs first. Yeah. So it's like a really good position as well. So I'm really, really amazed by how that went there for Snax. So Snax, he's so clutch though, man. He's been coming out huge so far for Virtus.pro in this match.
That was an insane clutch.
And TaZ going to be taking down GMX. It feels like Epsilon, are they running out of steam at this point in time? Let's hope not for them. Scream going to come in from short. Oh dear, not going to take out Neo. Sf will finish it off at the very least as they make their way onto the bomb site. We do have the rotation coming in from Virtus.pro at this point in time as the site is the attempt to occupy it is underway, but it's just not going to work out for Epsilon. French team are denied by the Poles, and we have the last round of the first half.
So in the first half of the first overtime, Epsilon were one round ahead. Now they really want to win this round, so Virtus.pro are only one round ahead as well to give them the best chance. Because obviously, if Virtus.pro win this round and then they lose the first round of the CT, then it's going to be match point all the way for Virtus.pro here. So they really want to bring this to 23-22 here.
We've seen a lot of delayed mid-takes from Epsilon recently, and the power of it is that it's delayed. You don't know exactly how delayed it will be, if it will be just a little bit or a lot, and that's been catching Virtus.pro off a lot, but Epsilon haven't been clutching these rounds, and we have SF now.
So you can see he saw the player through the gap, but didn't see him jump over now, so looking in a completely wrong place. So the player, which is byali, is looking elsewhere for the time being, so he won't get the advantage of that.
So they're going 3 main. The bomb is actually down in mid though, which suggests that FXO was going to go for a peek. He did, and he died. That's
Bomb's in no man's land now.
Yeah, at least he dropped it in a safe position before going for the peek, but they can't find the pick.
Look at the rotation here from Virtus.pro. Now they've got 4 people on the A bomb site. Time's running out, and they're expecting a full push here from the TZ, who may feel like they're running out of choices here, and Molotov's going to slow them down even further as they push the A bomb site here.
It's like they're going to take it down pretty easily.
That was a pretty quick cleanup.
We saw actually
it's like a railgun with aimbot or something. They just all died at the same time.
We saw a round like this actually from Epsilon against Virtus.pro, because in this round we saw that Virtus.pro very quickly pushed Snax up into B storage, into that that position by the crate. That's very far advanced, and then they left in there. And then Epsilon did that in the first part of the match before overtime. And then they knew to just throw everybody on A, and that's exactly what happened there for Virtus as well, and it works exactly the same.
Just a quick note, if we do get if we get to 85,000 followers on the channel, we will be opening up another skin box for you guys, so make sure you follow the channel and check out all the crazy league dates that we have coming up every Wednesday and Thursday.
So the double op set up from both teams here. Snax and Neo and Pasha with AWP.
It's not often you see Neo playing the AWP on the T side of Cash. We'll see. He's aiming towards B for the time being, but they have got a pick on A. And very aggressive positioning here once again for Epsilon. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the aggression that we see when they're behind, but not when they're ahead.
Nice little pop flash through the vents there. Quickly check B storage, but actually Virtus.pro deciding to hit the button right now. And the button says with big red text on it, A push, here it comes. FXO going to drop Neo. Oh, he does get the second kill, very, very fast snap, but there's 2 players left for Virtus.pro, and they are just fragging their hearts out, and they leave only PM left, who's quickly rotating. He wants to go through mid, but he's got an AWP as well. This is going to be really hard. Pasha also with an AWP. They got a player in main and a player on the site. Very hard to deal with by yourself, very hard indeed. And I'm going to see PM making his way up through short. They don't know exactly where he is just yet. He's got to go for this though. He's going to spot the first player, Pasha. Going to gun him down. And 25-21, and it looks like Virtus.pro are crushing right now.
Yeah, this is going to be very difficult for Epsilon now. They cannot afford to make any mistakes again. We saw great aggression there for the pick in mid, but it wasn't enough, and it is a whole bunch of match points for Virtus.pro here. I'd be surprised if this goes to another overtime.
All right. Virtus.pro going to show us this double AWP setup again, looking for those picks. Epsilon going to shut down A main. Really nice play there, the aggressive smoke, and actually falling back after it. And this is something that cannot be known by Virtus.pro. And you can see this full rotation coming in through mid. Very interesting movement there. Let's see how it works out for Epsilon. Looks like Neo is just going insane, trying to take the AWP all the way through the CT spawn. FXO with the deny, but it is a 3-on-3. And Pasha on 4 health as always with that AWP. And you can see him sitting there in the T main. And they are just taking it easy right now. All they have to do is communicate. They know there's 3 players for Epsilon. They know that they can't cover everywhere together. So they've got to find the best avenue of attack against the least players possible. And
the
it's like
stakes are real. I think they probably assumed that a player is going to be mid, and we'll hear them running towards A. So they started walking back towards B. But the positioning from Scream here may find out that there's nobody home in the A bomb site for the terrorists. And
so on vent roof, I think. That's a really key position right now. They've got to deal with him very quickly. Oh, they kill him with no losses. Big play from Snax there once again. And now they make their way towards B, and it's a 2-on-3 situation.
Oh.
FXO with the first pick,
180 no
spots the bomb.
If he gets one more kill here, this round's over. If the bomb goes down...
FXio with another frag onto Pasha, looking for the last one, but he won't find it. He's done a great job, though, in the circumstances.
No time.
And Snax is not going to have the time indeed, and it's going to be a round for Epsilon. Man, this goes down to the wire.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know how people can even watch their monitors if they've got skins on this match. This is insane.
Yeah.
FXio is on the 50 bomb now, catching up with Dupree from yesterday. He has been playing out of his skin with that AWP. On the A bomb site, he has really kind of cut the numbers for Virtus.pro when they've been pushing, taking out normally at least 2 players, and they're really keeping his team in this game when Virtus.pro have pushed towards A, and they're all currently doing a bit of an Epsilon and have 2 people boosted, I believe.
And SF going to open up the round with a first blood onto byali. And that's a nice change of pace here for Epsilon. But we do have the mid take coming in for Virtus.pro. They're going to gain all that real estate. They're up mid, and that's going to give them a lot of options and also allow them to, if they really want, to just create a lot of obscurity in what they're doing by forcing Epsilon into more defensive positions where they can't find out as much about what's going on in the map. And we do see that I think a B split is a very realistic possibility here now, as the kind of peek into the vent room does yield a result. But PM's positioned there with the AWP now. He's going to spot one. Oh, he actually misses his opportunity. And now he's going to spot a player on B storage. He's got players left and right, and that's going to be the end of him. PM out of position, and now it's a 3-on-3. Epsilon, they have screamed in the back of the site. He can't do anything, and now it's FXio and SF to try to save the round for Epsilon. SF, such a difficult position here. FXio coming in from B storage. Going to get taken down by Pasha, and it's all in SF now. Has an AWPer to deal with, and Snax on the site, and 2 health.
This could be curtains here for Epsilon.
SF trying his best here, but it's just really the most difficult of situations, and Snax is going to end him, and I can't believe it. Overtime number 2, Epsilon. They almost did it again, and then again.
And again, yeah.
And then again.
They were so close, and it kind of reminds me of the way England play football, where they get a goal, and then they all get behind the ball, and that's like the end of the aggression from England, you know, and then they eventually lose, basically, because they were just, you saw some great aggression there, aggression from B, from PM pushing into the T area on B, you know, the boost on mid, FXio just destroying people on A. They did really, really, really well. But then when they had a 2-3 round lead in the overtime, they just kind of just stopped the aggression altogether, and then they just allowed Virtus.pro to get back into the game.
Yeah, it was definitely a really tense match. I'm sure a lot of people need to go and, I don't know, how do you calm your heart rate? Just go for some meditation.
Yeah.
I don't know, something.
Water,
have some water, get hydrated. But guys, we're going to go to a quick break, but we're actually going to show you some highlights from yesterday's action, because we had so many sick clips. So it's very hard to even choose what a top 5 should look like. But we're going to run the top 5, go for a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have TaZ, a full lineup with TaZ versus Fnatic, and they're going to be playing on Inferno. So, all right, guys, stay tuned for that. We'll see you very soon.